Millions of children throughout countries of Eurasia are suffering under the weight of poverty, sickness, and despair. This past Christmas, throughout Mission Eurasia's annual Gift of Hope outreach, over 5,000 young next generation Christian leaders worked together with local churches to deliver the life-changing message of hope in Jesus to more than 75,000 hurting children in schools, hospitals, orphanages, and communities throughout Eurasia. With the personal delivery of each Gift of Hope box, each child is given a Bible or a Christian storybook that tells the story of Jesus and his gift of salvation when they put their hope in Him. In Russia, where the government is growing more hostile to evangelical Christianity, the good news of Jesus is needed more than ever before. This is what Georgy Kovach, one of our School Without Walls coordinators, shared with us. Our Gift of Hope project serves as a bridge between the church and society and is transforming communities and bringing the light of the gospel to society. Ukraine is in a state of humanitarian crisis due to the ongoing war in the East, which has produced hundreds of thousands of refugees and displaced people, and left many families and children trapped in the war zone. In the midst of such difficult circumstances, people are open to the gospel, and young national Christian leaders and local churches are being the hands and feet of Jesus to many suffering people there.
Elisa, one of our national coordinators, shared, "Today, we delivered Gift of Hope boxes to a center for children with disabilities. Each of these special children received a beautiful gift, and their parents were so happy and grateful. Most importantly, the children and their families learned about Jesus, who is the true meaning of Christmas. We handed out children's Bibles and Christian literature, which the children and their parents can use to continue learning more about Jesus."
Moldova is one of the poorest countries in Eastern Europe and is also a source country for human trafficking. Alexander Belev, Mission Eurasia School Without Walls director in Moldova, reports. Along with candy, toys, and coloring books, the children of Moldova's villages received the greatest gift of all at Christmas, a message of hope through the children's Bibles they received with their gift and their introduction to the church through our School Without Walls students. Belarus and Georgia are nominal Orthodox countries, but most children have never heard the gospel message or learned about Jesus.
Natalia, one of our School Without Walls students, shared, "The children were so excited about the gifts we delivered for Christmas. However, as we delivered children's books and Bibles to the orphanages, we learned that many of the children didn't know how to read, but they were still so excited to learn about Jesus that they asked us to read out loud to them. So we sat down and began reading the Bible stories with the children at the orphanage. They learned so much about Jesus through these books."
In the countries of Kyrgyzstan, which is predominantly Muslim, and Mongolia, home to many nomadic communities, School Without Walls students, often at great risk, delivered gifts of hope to more than 2,400 children. Andrei, one of our School Without Walls coordinators, there reports, "We performed a Christmas play, we gave the children's gifts, and we saw their hearts begin to open. It was a great joy for me to help plant the seeds of faith that with God's help will begin to grow and bear fruit." On behalf of all of these children whose small hurting hearts were touched with the word of hope this Christmas, we thank our faithful partners in the gospel who prayed for a gift of hope and supported us financially. Because of your generous and faithful partnership with Mission Eurasia, thousands of hurting children were introduced to the story of Jesus for the first time and discovered the hope and healing that Jesus offers. Their faith will continue to blossom, and the countries of Eurasia will continue to be transformed by the light of the gospel.